In this lesson, we go over the assembly of the motors and camera. After completing this lesson, you'll be able to assemble a motor to the airframe and install the camera and tilt servo.
To get started, the first thing that I like to do is assemble the motors on the airframe. Now, it's important to make sure that they're spinning the appropriate direction. This is motor number 1 and number 2 at the front, and they're going to be spinning toward each other and bringing the air in from the front, coming back toward the center. Now, the ones on the back, 3 and 4, will be spinning the opposite direction. So it's important when you're planning your motors that you make sure that they're spinning the appropriate direction. So motor number 3 is going to be spinning in a clockwise direction. The next thing that I want to do is I want to add the camera. So the camera is going to be important because we have some wires that are going to go back to our component tray. Now, for the most part, all of our components are located inside of the component tray, but the camera, the video transmitter, and the motors obviously are external. So the camera has a pivot that's going to integrate into the 3D print, and the servo will get bolted on in this direction. So we simply need to add the 2 screws that came supplied with the servo. It's important with 3D prints not to over-tighten thread-forming screws. Especially since we're dealing with SLS nylon, it can be very easy to strip the plastic. Now we have our servo controller, we have power, ground, and video from the camera, and we have the signal wires going to all the motors. Next, let's focus on the component tray.